Bunny from Copenhagen Wolves. Bunny, yesterday you played in group stage of DreamHack Valencia and the results were kind of disappointing for you. What went wrong in your opinion?
I think my decision making in those games were really bad. I had trouble staying calm, and so I just attacked it sometimes. I really shouldn't. And my TVT has been bad for quite a while, but now I plan to work on that. Play a lot of custom games against other Terran players, so I can get that matchup up there. I saw in my WCS group I had like 20% win rate against Terran and like over 70% in the other matchups, so it's clear I need to work on that. But I think I got the hardest group in group stage 2 out of anyone, so yeah, it was okay.
Okay, so before coming here to Valencia, did you expect to get a result like getting to the playoffs or even to get to the third group stage, or were your expectations pretty low?
I actually, my expectations were pretty high. Like I wanted to get top 8 because I feel like my practice has been going really well recently. But for some reason in official matches I just seem to play a lot worse. So I'm just going to have to work on that, see like what causes it, what kind of conditions I need to play my best. So I'm really disappointed. I didn't even win. I won 2 games in my group, but that's obviously not what I wanted to.
Okay, so why did you even decide to come here to Valencia to the WCS Tier 2 event with like a decent prize pool, but just for the first players?
What?
Why did you decide to come here, not to play like another tournament or stay at home?
Well, I really like the DreamHack tournaments. They're really great and they present a really good opportunity to travel. Also, my team wanted me to go to all the DreamHack events. And yeah, I really like it here. There's a lot of nice players here that I can talk with, and yeah, the weather is really, really hot. As long as you don't stay outside for too long, it's really great.
That's it?
Yeah, I think obviously like I wanted to get a good result, but yeah, that didn't happen.
Okay, let's jump over to WCS. In WCS you pretty surprisingly qualified for the first Premier League season. Were you kind of surprised by yourself and your place in the qualifiers?
I have been practicing for quite a while. I've been playing full time and my practice was going pretty well then. So I actually expected to qualify for Premier League, even though there wasn't really a lot of people who knew about me. I think a lot of the pro players knew about me a lot for that. And I think I managed to play really well in those qualifiers. I was a bit surprised that I qualified that early. I was expecting maybe the 3rd or the 4th qualifier when some of the best players had already qualified, but yeah. I was really happy with that. It's also pretty stressful to play those qualifiers when you aren't used to it because you play all day. It's hard to find time to eat and do other stuff. You don't really get a break. And I was really nervous in my last series in that qualifier because it was my biggest win yet I could. And I was against a Korean player. But I managed to win and I was just so happy afterwards.
Okay, well, in the group stage it was not that good for you, just in the TVT again. Why did you didn't fix your TVT for that matchups already?
You mean the recent one?
Like, yeah, right, the first one.
Oh, the first one?
Premier League Season 1.
Yeah, at that time I thought it was okay, my TVT. But 4GG is obviously one of the best TVT players in the world. I think he has like 90% win against Terran. So having to play him twice, that was really tough. I felt really good in the other matchups, and I feel like if I'd gotten another opponent, I could have gone further in the tournament. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for him, and I ended up playing him in this WCS season as well, so that's unfortunate. But next time I play him, I'll hope to win.
Okay, in the recent season you did not just lose to 4GG, but lost your first game as well. What do you think went wrong in that one?
I think I've learned that I need to prepare for my tournaments much better, to study the players when you're given time. Because I just play ladder instead of actually preparing for the tournament. So I just felt like Grubby was really prepared for my style and he played really well. Yeah. I think I need to prepare more and study up on strategies and the players and stuff.
Okay, so as you are back in the Challenger League again, do you think you will reach the Premier League for season 3 again?
Yeah, I hope to. It's always hard to say because you don't really know who your opponent is going to be in the Challenger League. But if I get a reasonable bracket, I think I can do it.
Okay, for the upcoming seasons in WCS, are there any expectations you got, like getting to the top 8 or maybe even to the finals?
I kind of want to start off small since WCS is the biggest tournament and it's the hardest you can play in Europe, I think. So I just want to get to the offline event, get top 16, and then I'll take it from there. I hope to do better than the other seasons.
Okay, apart from WCS, there are some other major events like Extreme Masters or even DreamHack. Is there any event you like the most? For example, the DreamHack events, just because of the crowd or things like that?
I haven't been to as many events as other players, so it's pretty hard for me to judge like that. But I've always liked the DreamHack tournaments, also watching them at home. The crowds are usually really great. For some reason, the games are also really great at DreamHack. That's probably just coincidence. Yeah, the crowd is really great, and the atmosphere I always feel is really good. And DreamHack always puts on a really good show and has a lot of content with the players, the interviews afterwards and stuff. I really like that. So I think DreamHack would be my favorite.
Okay, there's many different formats in the tournaments. For example, the WCS system or the DreamHack system or the Extreme Master system. Is there any system you prefer? For example, for not having that many games a day like DreamHack yesterday, or do you like every format of the tournament, or you don't even care for the format?
I like formats where you have to play a lot of games in a short amount of time, like online qualifiers and stuff where you just play a ton of games, because that's really the style I'm used to. I'm not really used to preparing for players and just having to play a few matches, and I think I have to improve on that. So yeah, something like an MLG open bracket or something would fit me the best, I think.
Okay, so as you're a player who plays full-time at the moment, what are your goals for the future? Are you planning to stay in the StarCraft 2 scene, or do you feel like if you don't win any major tournaments in the next 6 months, you'll do something else?
I definitely want, after high school, I have been playing full-time, and I kind of want to begin studying before too long, and maybe 1 year more in esports. Or if my results aren't as good as I want them to be, maybe I will leave a bit earlier. But we'll see. It depends on my results, I think, how good I'll become, how long I'll stay. But I really, really like playing, and I wanted to do it for as long as possible, as long as it's reasonable.
The Copenhagen Wolves, as your team, do they have any expectations on you, like winning any special titles or tournaments in the next time?
Well, obviously a team always wants you to win as much as possible, but they haven't directly said that they want me to win any major tournaments or something. The StarCraft 2 division is not that big for Copenhagen Wolves, and I think a lot of people don't really know much about the team. But my teammate Sander just made top 16 at this tournament, so I'm really happy for that. And they don't really have any specific expectations to me. I just try to do as well as possible, and they're really happy when I do well. So I really like this team. It's also a Danish team, which is really nice. I know everyone in the team personally, and I'm good friends with everyone on the team. So.
Oh, that sounds great. As a last question, who's gonna win here in the DreamHack Valencia here?
I'm really cheering for Lucifer to win, since it's his home country and he has been so good for so long. I think he deserves a major win. I think he's also the best European Terran, if not the best foreigner overall. So I really hope he can win the tournament.
Okay, so thank you for the interview and good luck in the further tournaments and online events.
Thanks.